Calling all beings. Calling all beings.
Happy Saturday! Welcome back to Calling All Beings. Good to see everyone tonight. Thank you for joining. I see that Jules is here. Amy's Positive Pathways. Good evening. Renee, hey girl. And let's see who else is here. Terry Doria, good to see you. And let's see. Captain Harris, good to see you. And let's see, GFY, good evening. Sherry D, good to see you. D Mart, always supporting. Thank you for being here. Kitty12143. Hi, how are you? And Allison, hey, we were messaging back and forth. Hope you're having a good evening. And Amber E, we got Boozey Beauty who's backstage. And let's see, Sugar, Veronica, good to see you. T. Marie, Granny Debbie, good to see you. Oh yes, Munchichi. She is a great supporter. I saw her a couple weeks at Nacho Night. Good to see you. Let's see, Jim Crow, good to see you. Duck Duck, thank you for being here. All right, without further ado, I have my guests backstage. Looking forward to an eventful night. We never know what's going to happen here on CAB. Hey, Dennis, good to see you. Detective Mullins, good to see you. So without further ado, DJ, let's do me the honors of bringing up my girls. Okay, we'll start with Boston Brandi. How are you?
Hi guys, how are you?
And Boozey Beauty, how are you?
I'm good.
How are you guys doing?
Good. I'm excited.
Fabulous. Oh, I'm so excited. What trouble are we getting into tonight?
I know. We have the referee in the backstage.
Yes. I'm also terrified.
So I thought we could kind of get started just telling us a little bit of your background. I'll start with you, Boozey. Tell me a little bit about your background, like how this all started for you, like what were you like as a kid, things like that.
Oh, well, the question is, how does chat think I was as a child? If you're guessing a troublemaker, you're right. I was the youngest of two siblings, and I learned what not to do in life because of my brother. I know some of you have probably seen my recent Twitter post. So it's been last couple of weeks have been interesting. The holidays are always difficult for a lot of us. But yeah, it wasn't the atypical growing up. Had some trouble. Thankfully, I had some people that were very kind to me that showed me some grace early on. I had some people take me underneath their wings and made sure that I didn't get lost in the sauce, as some would say. But yeah, this whole thing started with John O'Keefe and the Karen Reed case. It was all over the media. I think Brandon and I had very similar beginnings of this, just because we both have similar paths that have crossed, and that we saw it on the media, and we both thought it was just kind of an unfortunate, maybe possible drunken mistake, and the media was obviously under some people's thumbs until we figured out, oh, that's actually not what happened. And when you mean Channel 4 was talking to Chris Albert in his pizza shop. Right. So yeah. But yeah, it actually took me until mid-trial 1, and it was actually specifically around the dog bites, where I was like, this is a bunch of foohickey. This is not what happened. And I already had a TikTok. I already had a little following, and I just started talking about it. I finally was like, what the hell is this? And then, of course, the moment I started talking about it, that's when people started talking to me around the county. And that's when I started figuring out, oh, this is way deeper than just like Karen Reed ran into John. This goes way deeper than that. And so, yeah, what a journey it's been.
I was one of her followers. I was watching her on TikTok.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I saw Dennis Sweeney out there, and I was like, I know that man. I was like, and then I got caught up in it. And yeah, similar things, just growing up, having been in different situations and knowing, like I grew up with a dirty selectman. I didn't know, I found out the hard way that he's the top cop. Dirty Weymouth cops, I learned the hard way. And I feel like until you go through a situation, you really don't know how bad it is. You don't want to believe it. And there's absolutely no way. Like people think like cops would never risk their career. They won't risk their reputation, their family's reputation. They'll risk it all. They will need to, and they will continue to, unless we expose them for doing it. And so I don't know. I always wanted people to just tell the truth because it's just life's so unfair in every situation, no matter what, in every family, in every aspect of life. Everyone has something that's hard in their life. And it's like these people are a higher standard. They should be the leaders. They shouldn't be hurting us. Their only job is to protect and serve us. And when you fail that job, you shouldn't be protected by no policy. You failed. You didn't do your job. You're fired. And we have to fight to get you fired. When you clear as day hurt us, did something wrong, it shouldn't be this hard.
Yep.
It shouldn't
I
be.
totally agree. Yeah, for sure. So do you think any of your growing up and things you've learned along the way kind of brought you to this, gave you that fierce, like to want to stand up and just speak out? Like what do you think molded you, or how did you get here?
I called the police a few times in my life. And once I was told, if I had a daughter with an attitude like yours, I would have hit you too. And I'm like, okay, I know where the power is now. You know what I mean? And then hearing it directly out of his mouth, don't forget who signs your paycheck. You know what I mean? And then you sit back and you're like, all right, well, I know there is no help. There is no help till I'm older, till I fight back, till I hit back. You know what I mean? And that's what it took. And when I threw the first punch and I hit back, it all started going better for me. That's what you got to do.
And also, too, it's like, how do you, when you have someone of authority saying that to you, whether they are in law enforcement or just an elder or someone that's taller than you, it's like, how are you supposed to respond to that? It's like, fine, then I will start fighting back because that's what you want. You're provoking it. You want this? Fine, you got this.
Yep.
And same question to you, Boozey. Like you have this analytical mind that puts together these, and you do too, Brandi, obviously. But you have like this. How do you keep track of it?
It's just like memorizing a song. It's just repetition, and then I have always I know I'm on some kind of neurodivergentness. I know I have ADHD. So I didn't have like obviously the best like life growing up. So I was never able to go to the doctors and figure out, it's like, okay, let's do this neurological testing and see if she has like maybe autism or something. Maybe, I don't know. I'm very good at picking up on patterns of people and keeping that in my brain and then just building off of that and just noticing how people move and just keeping that in my back pocket. Like I won't tell anyone anything. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that's how that person reacts that way. Oh, and now they're doing this. Oh yeah, that's their pattern. That reminds me of like this day they said that. And I'm like, oh, so I'm very good at reading people. So that's why it's like when I see someone that's running for the select board, I'm like, okay, why would they possibly want to do this? What is the benefit of this? And now that Chris Albert is saying, it's just not what I expected it to be. Well, no shit, Sherlock, because you thought you were going to have a grand old time. And guess what happened? It all blew up in all your faces. It all rubber ducked around you.
Yep.
And the consistency of the town residents who show up week after week and they're not backing down. So like with Brenda, it's like we look forward to hearing what she has to say every week. And again, just these, powerful statements. And he thought he was going to have it easy, and he's not. He, one way or another, crazy.
I mean, they're making the change happen because they're being consistent and they're not shutting up and they're not staying silent. And that's why, they're getting things done, and that's what we have to keep doing. More people. It's awesome though. I love it. I love watching it like get better for them. They deserve it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And truly, like I give them so much credit for even have the balls to do it, because I remember seeing all the different interviews with Gail and how really people just started standing out in Canton, and the harassment that she endured, and Carol Kelly, and then
Mhm.
and then came the Sweeneys, and it was like all of this. Now you have the Wades, and even you still have like Eric showing up, and Eric doesn't even live in Canton anymore, but Eric's like, no, and Whitey, no, both of them. Whitey almost on the belly bump assault, but then
Right.
but then there was also almost another charge on Eric and Whitey and Rich. Like this
Mhm.
whole thing is just, it's a never ending soap opera, except it's real life.
It's a
Right.
slap in the face to taxpayers. It's like, we can waste your money and we can investigate these stupid littering things, but we're going to ignore everything under the sun that just went wrong with a dead man and, a brother in blue. We don't care about that. We're going to ignore that. We're going to ignore the evidence tampering and all that. And we're going to just pretend none of that happened. This guy, he's holding a sign that says, I love Canton. Put his face everywhere. You know what I mean? Like,
Literally.
the hell?
And going back when I was making that video, God forbid we can't show a clip because they may copyright strike the channel. But when I was making the video about Chris and a lot of the things that have happened just specifically with him in town, and the reason why I always talk about Chris is because he is a politician. Like you, out of all people, you're law enforcement, you're politicians, you have the right to protest them, and you know what I mean. They're literally getting paid by your taxpayer dollars, especially in Canton. So if you don't like them, you can go hang out with the side. You can do it. Step down. But yeah, and I remember reviewing. Oh my God, the amount of 911 calls that have come out just from Chris Albert, and hearing the way that he knows how to work the system, and even Kevin Albert too. That one 911 call that they got, if you heard that, like
that man hides behind all his brothers, doesn't he?
Exactly, and it just goes to show like how long has this been going on in town. And this is just not a Canton thing. And the reason why this is such a big deal is because of John O'Keefe and Sandra Birchmore. Like, that's the reason why the spotlight is on Canton. I just think it's so egregious and it's so blatant. And I think that's the reason why. Where other people have been hiding underneath, other towns and cities have been hiding, Canton has had that spotlight. And they will have that spotlight until something happens. Fixes.
It'll get bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I feel like new year, new official, what do you call it, chief of police. Yeah. Hopefully hopefully this makes it safer for the residents to feel comfortable calling 911. I think when I heard that, like at standouts, that people were afraid to call their local police in case of an emergency, I think that it struck me so hard, because I've always felt like, police are supposed to be there to protect and serve. And that's who you call if something is, there's an emergency, right? So to have that fear, not to be able to call your local police, it's scary. It's very scary.
I think it did happen to one of them. I mean, he slipped and fell, I think, and didn't call. He couldn't call. I forget it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
But
I know.
But also, too, the system, too, like, I couldn't tell you how many, like, just like women in my family that will like reach out to me like, hey, one of them was like, oh, I just got pulled over on the highway. I was just tired and I accidentally, went over the line a little bit. And she was driving through Norfolk County and she was like, I immediately had to call you because I didn't know who I was dealing with. He goes, this is the officer's name. I'm like, did you get a ticket? She's like, no. I'm like, okay, well, let's get you dash cameras because you just can't trust any of them anymore. You can't trust the
you
system.
haven't been able to trust them in years. I knew this in my 20s, and the things I would hear that cops would do, and girls would get off tickets, and you know what I mean, type of thing. Yeah. And I thought it was just a certain area, just the Quincy ones, just this area, this area.
Quincy,
like, you know what I mean? But no, it's not just them.
One of my best friends is one of those Quincy girls. Not that she's ever done anything, but
I mean, no, I really didn't. Oh, I didn't even think of it like that. No, I didn't.
No, I'm gonna tell her. You know what she's gonna be like? She's gonna be like, yeah, we do. She's gonna be like, yeah, true. Yeah. Like, yeah, because Quincy cops are also wicked. They're wicked bad. Hello, it's Boozey land.
And I grew up in Quincy. It's all trash.
God,
It's all corrupt. I mean, come on, you got Morrissey, you got Morrissey.
Well, and all his buddies.
Mhm.
It's not just the Norfolk County cops. It's his buddies that live there too that are protected, and the
All of them.
realtors and the businessmen and all the people with the money, and his mayor that got in a crap ton of trouble recently for misappropriating campaign funds.
And all the nanas and the governor.
The governor.
And the
Governor.
Yeah.
I know. So, what are you thinking about Adam Deitch? Are you feeling hopeful that he's going to get in?
I see. I see a lot of hope there. I hope so. I mean, he's got all the background that you need. He's got the knowledge. He's got the will. He moved himself here. You know what I mean? He's got the drive, the motivation, and I don't know. I just feel like that's somebody you can trust, somebody that knows all that. Like, you're going to go put it into someone who's just hopeful to learn, like on the job learning, when this guy already knows everything. We want help and we want change now. Like, the clock's ticking with everyone's life. I want change today. I don't want to wait 90 days, 20 days. All that these courts do is play games and kick it down the ball field. Like, they just never want to work a 9-hour day when it's people's lives. It's so sickening the way this whole justice system works. Don't even get me started. Dennis, where's my bell?
No, keep going.
No.
Let it rip.
It's all a joke. It's all a money joke. It's all a broken reel. Oh, my phone. I wasn't talking to you.
Oh shoot! There goes my mic. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I always like to hold off on being like, this is the best candidate. Obviously, some of you have seen my post where I'm like, and Deitch has said this. I'm like, listen, if the other ones start coming out and being more public media, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing when it comes to anything political now. You have to run your campaign on social media and not just Facebook. Like, just because that's usually the generation that goes out and votes. Like, the younger generations are coming out more and more to vote. You need to be where the kids are. So you got to be on TikTok. You still have to be on Twitter. God forbid you're on Snapchat. Wherever else you got to be on. And you have to be out and about. And frankly, the only person who I've really seen the most out and about has been Adam Deitch. That's the only one. I've seen pockets here and there of the other couple, but I'm like, if you want to actually have a dog in this fight, you need to come out and start doing stuff. So you can't be upset when you start seeing everyone hooting and hollering over one candidate when that's the only candidate that's really putting in the work currently. I don't think any other candidate has an actual website out. I don't think, at least I haven't. See, that's the problem. Don't even know.
Yeah, and then if people don't know, they'll just sometimes even just go with a name that looks familiar. They'll just be like, "Oh, that looks like a familiar name," and they'll vote. Like, you really got to learn about the people you're putting into power. Right. You end up fighting fights like this if you don't.
Yeah. And what do you think about him putting in his website that he was part of the Karen Reed investigation into the death of John O'Keefe for the Department of Justice? Do you think that gives him an advantage?
I didn't see that, so I didn't see it.
He didn't say exactly word for word, but essentially he's alluding to it. And in the most not the most recent post that he did, but the one before that, where it's like he was speaking about the accountability and whatnot that he wanted to do. I mean, he literally said point blank, like, he's going to be going back into cases that have red flags. Hello, who are the two most known red flag cases that are globally known? John O'Keefe and Xander Birchmore. Like, he's going to re-look back into that. Hello. So it's like, we also need to hear from the other candidates too. Do I like Adam? Yes. Do I think he's a very strong candidate? Yes. Do I want to hear more from the other ones too? Yes.
That's fair. You want to do your background, research and make sure that that's who's going to be right for the town, for the county, excuse me.
Yeah.
And also the fact that, when Matthew Farwell got arrested, they were pretty much handed, they said that they were going to provide the information that the feds used to arrest Matthew Farwell to the local police, and there's been no arrests, additional state charges or anything. So hopefully this, he has that information as part of investigating and the position, you know?
I feel like the people who are running too should not be so focused on being like politically correct. Like we're all adults. We all are wanting to focus on safety. Like don't be bullshitting and being like, I'm going to do this and be so nice and kind and help you. Actually talk about the bullshit that's going on. Talk about the pedophilia in the schools and the cops and everywhere else. Talk about what's happening to these kids. Talk about the death of Talk about the real problems in the police stations and the people that are supposed to protect us. Don't just dance around like how I'm going to, do the stupid shit, like waste of time shit. I don't know. I probably shouldn't be saying bad words. I'm sorry.
No, because it's true. I mean, think
I
about
feel like so many people just waste time. You're wasting time. Get to the important stuff. Don't kick it down the road. Like get out there and make a statement that you want to help us, that you actually want to help us today while we're alive.
Yeah, I mean, there's no more bullshitting. Because it seems like every single politician, doesn't matter where you are, just likes to give us a lot of fluff. Like we actually need people that are going to take what we have been handed and do something. Like don't just sit on your hands. You have to do something. Otherwise, you think we've been protesting now?
Like these legislators, these lawmakers, they're just sitting there. We got the governor like having these pounds of drugs coming in and out of there, and you're telling me she didn't know nothing about it, and then there's nobody above her, there's no oversight, like nobody can, like this is criminal activity. These are actual crimes being committed by our leaders in front of us in broad daylight, and just pass it down. Oh, we'll hear about it in 90 days, maybe we'll catch her here, catch her there. And it's like there is no real accountability when it comes to power. So once you elect these people in, where the shit runs downhill, we're all suffering. So this is why it's so important to know who you're voting in, because it's really hard to get these people out once they're in. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. We, the people, shouldn't have to work this damn hard, especially when our loved ones are being killed. It's disgusting that we have to fight like this and we get nothing done.
True. Well, think of how long Morrissey has been there. He's been there. He's been DA 20 years, but he's a lifetime politician. But that's all he's ever done. The only reason why he got his law degree was to become DA. Period. He's never even done a case. He's never had a client other than Norfolk County.
That's crazy.
And he sucked it all up.
In and out of all these offshore accounts I've been hearing for years. Like he's not stupid. He's been in power a long time to know how to do things, and he's got the bigger power helping him do it.
Right.
It sucks. And power it's everything. It is above the law. People say no one's above the law, and that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because look at all the power that's getting away with things. Crimes. Real crimes in front of us.
Yeah.
On live TV. And framing people. Not getting away with it. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's got to be a better way. There has to be.
I did see Colleen Trish ask about Headlands. She's a Weymouth girly, and I know Brandy's familiar with that last name. But yeah, he was former mayor of Weymouth, town of Weymouth, city of Weymouth, whatever it is, which is now the Norfolk County region area thing. But so he recently unexpected resigned, and there's some rumors and speculations that possibly because of his connections with Morrissey that he may be in federal stuff and whatnot. I personally did hear that there were some health things and family things going on. So I'm not.
There's always a health issue when there's a crime coming knocking at your door.
And then Brandy's like,
he always gets sick. Get the hell out of here. I'm dying. They all end up dying, retiring because, they're about to be locked up. That's how it goes.
Well,
I mean, I'm sorry. He could be sick. I don't know. God bless him.
But so it hasn't been confirmed. Is anything possible? Yeah, of course. We don't trust any of them. So it's like,
sorry.
Oh, definitely don't trust the current new mayor of Weymouth either. That's a Morrissey crony. Yay.
It's just scary. But do you think this stuff is just isolated to Massachusetts, or it's just because it's in the spotlight?
It's in the spotlight.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I think it's everywhere.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And how do we make change? I mean, we just have to keep speaking on it and just until
We have to keep demanding transparency. Like you should have in protocol everywhere, across the board, all cops everywhere. Have your body cam on at all times. If it malfunctions, you have to prove that it was an internal thing. You have to go to the tech guy. And if it's ever shut off manually, well, guess what? You're off the job. No ifs, ands, or buts. You don't like it, too bad, go get another job. That's it. That's how easy it should be. We're all adults. Are you here to protect me or are you not? Are you here to bullshit? Because what the hell? Are you going to do your job or you're not? You're just here for the paycheck? Get out. Get the fuck out. Move over because there's real men and women that actually want to help. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I have fucking kids. Sorry. Sorry. I'm just sick of it. Like all these leaders should act this way. Are you a leader or are you a fucking leech loser? Because pretty much that's whatever is running this country right now. All of you. No one's stepping up saying, I want to get these pig pedophiles out of the fucking system. You're all protecting each other. You're all disgusting. And I'm sick of it. And if you're not, you would prove you're not. You're above us, right? Then show us you're above us. Show us. Open the door, let us in.
I mean, 100%.
I'm done.
No, you don't have to be done. We're just getting started.
Listen,
We're getting...
this is just a request to DJ behind the scenes. The next time she does that, put her on full screen, please, because she loves that.
Uh-oh.
I'll be here.
No, wrong one. Wrong one.
Yeah, wrong one.
Hold on.
No.
Wrong one. Yes. Don't hide.
Okay.
She loves it.
I just want peace to the I just want people to be safe. I want to trust my neighbors. I want to trust my cops, and I want to trust the people who are with my kids in school. But it seems like every single week it's another cop that's drinking and driving. It's another teacher, another coach, everyone touching kids, drinking, driving, breaking the law. Oh, here's another court date. Here's another court date. Pay a fine. Collect 200. Here you go. That's
You're
it.
not wrong. You're not wrong.
No one's learning nothing. It's just pass the buck, pass the buck, pass the buck. No one's stopping no crime. You're all just funding it. We're all funding it unwillingly with our taxes. It just sucks. It sucks. It's like, do you really want change or do you just want to talk about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, think of how even just like a small town police force like Canton, it's just someone did a favor for someone and now you owe them, and then it's just a cycle. Someone does something wrong and then you do that, and then it just becomes like this, and that is how they got into this habitual cycle of everyone covering for everyone else, and it's just led to a whole crap storm in that town, which is obviously, like Brandi said, it's not just Canton, but that's just a little example.
Stall, pass the box, stall, deny, appeal. It keeps it going, keeps the wheel going and going and going.
Yeah.
Like, grow up. Tell this person what they did was wrong. We got you on camera and not bullshit and go to jail. Goodbye. See you later. You know what I mean? Stop wasting people's times. Like these, I get it. We all have these birth-given rights, but do we?
Do we?
No,
right. But I feel like it's like, did it really just start with how do you go from like letting somebody slide on a parking ticket to, covering up and unaliving? Like, I feel like that's a big giant step. So how do you think they got there? Like, what do you think is your theory on how they got there?
Well, that Canton police audit, damn it, I forget the word that the guy used. Discretion. Right? Is that the word he used? It's like, we pick and choose really who, you got to use your discretion when it comes to pulling people over, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, yeah, I'm sorry, but here's the thing. Say Brenda Sweeney wasn't standing out and she was just Brenda Sweeney's going to the grocery store and God forbid, with my family member, crosses over the line a little bit and gets pulled over. Okay. So you ticket her, even though you really shouldn't, because it's like, okay, I'm sorry. She's harmless. She's not going to do anything wrong. My opinion. Boozey beauty. But then you have someone that is of a certain family member, has a certain last name, and they're actually drunk driving. How about we give the example, was it Tim Albert? Which Albert was it that got into a car accident or something and then drove all the way back to 34 Fairview Road. And it was yeah, leaking oil, and that's how they found out it was him. And Sean Good just like let him go. He didn't even, like, they didn't get any in trouble.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like, how you gonna ticket supposedly, you know, allegedly Brenda Sweeney, but then have someone do that and like they just completely get off. Like, that's how you get into that, because it's like, oh, and then that's when people start finding out, the regular public, and then that's when you start having protests and people fighting in
They're
town.
abusing their power. They all get a taste of abusing their power, and it's all overlooked. They don't get in trouble for it.
Right. Yeah. For anyone that watched that audit, I feel like the bulk of you did. The things that happened behind the scenes and the way that they actually did their investigations was a complete and utter sham. It was bullshit. It wasn't a real audit the way that they did it, and the opinions and the biases that they had prior to that audit. So that's why anytime I see someone from the other side saying, well, they wanted the audit and then they were fighting that they were going to get the audit, it's because no, there were already things that were going wrong with Five Stone's intelligence. And then there was interviews where these auditors were saying things about Karen and the case and Sandra Birchmore and things that they were saying and opinions they had already had. And then they were finalizing the audit. That's the problem. Like, that's not how audits work. Maybe that's how you want them to work, but that's not how they're supposed to work. Yeah, no, it was a waste of Cantonites money.
He wouldn't answer. Remember Sergeant Murphy? He's like, I'm not even going to answer you because that was more of a statement. Because he didn't like anything that Peter was calling him out on.
I mean, I remember when Sue Harrington went up to try to this was before she became a Canton Select Board member, and just how rude they were. I mean, you want to talk about how they were rude to everyone that wasn't on their side.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. I mean, even like Sean Colburn.
They don't care what the citizens want. They don't care how you feel. They just want to be right. And that's a problem right there, because it shouldn't be about being right or wrong. It should be about how can we help you? How can we make this right? We're supposed to be working together, aren't we? Aren't we? Right. We're not supposed to be enemies here. But this is how, like, the higher ups in the companies that they choose to hire to represent them and to look into it. This is the type of people that you're hiring and paying. We don't want them. We don't like them. Next, try again. Do another one.
Right. And it was supposed to be independent. That was the whole reason.
Yeah. It's not.
It was supposed to be independent.
Nothing's independent. They all know someone who knows someone. Nothing is independent. Nope. Let us, the people, choose who it is. Let us do it.
Yeah, no, they weren't anything close to independent. The things that they were saying, absolutely not. And the fact that they were so proudly saying this, just openly to citizens and people they were interviewing, is wild. Like that, man, it's just a sham. That's all I can say. It's a farce.
Yeah, they seemed like they were there in defense of the police department, not independently having investigated the things they did. Because to call, a leaf blower, what did they say? It was like some amazing, innovative. Yeah.
Innovative. I'm not blowing evidence all over the lawn or anything.
Right.
Innovative. Yeah. But the windstorm is dangerous to the evidence, but this leaf blower is not.
Right.
Well, they wouldn't even say Kevin Albert's name. Say his freaking name. Say why you're doing this whole. So if you notice, like the whole audit thing, right? They really only touched upon what was like big locally, like in the news, right? So obviously there was John and Karen, Sandra, Tim Taylor with the dog, because that recently had come out like a couple of weeks before, about like a month before the audit was finalized. Proctor drinking with Kevin Albert. So there was a couple of things that had gotten big, and that's really the main things that they focused on. And I was just sitting there being like, this is such a public relations / media, make the department and Helena and Berkowitz look better more than anything. This is not, I was like, what is going on? But yeah, so if you go back and actually look at the document, you guys can just Google it too. It's wicked easy. You literally just go Canton, Massachusetts police audit. It's a PDF. not pedophile, a .pdf. And you scroll down and go and look at the Michael Proctor and the drinking of it all and see if Kevin Albert's name is there. It's not. It's not.
Wow.
They wouldn't even say his name at the meeting either. They said, "Oh, a Canton detective."
Yeah, they're good at omitting things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, they also brought up Bunny House too. They brought up Bunny House too.
I know. Have you heard any more about Bunny House? That just went away. Somebody got paid off, and then everybody just looked the other way.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. No matter. Okay. Listen. Drama Llama. Okay. Listen. Drama Llama, who is Jen McCabe's best friend, and Julie Carpenter, they always try to say, well, you're wrong, Boozey. Okay. No. I heard direct from Chris's mouth, who spoke to someone who told me. Chris literally said that. Literally said, well, Dylan was on the camera, and they're my friend. Apparently, the homeowners are friends with Chris. I don't freaking know. All I know is that the kid that did the most damage, his family paid for the bulk of it, and then a bunch of other kids' parents chipped in for the rest. And it's like, you also go and look to see at that Thanksgiving football game and look at the players that were playing versus not. Guess who wasn't fucking playing? Chris Albert's son and Mike Lank's son. I wonder why. Because they committed a crime.
It's just sad that they would do that to the poor animals. That broke my heart. I hate it. That's sick. It's so sick because if you can do that, you're capable of a lot more, in my opinion.
And if you don't hold your kids accountable for their actions,
I know you let them get away with that. You let them get away with it. That's right.
And this is how this bad behavior breeds.
Yeah.
Where's the accountability? Those kids should have had some kind of community service and actually pay their dues. But instead, their parents came in and just swept it under the rug. Oh, we don't look over here. Nothing happened here.
But if you look at it, they've had cops, detectives, selectmen, they're all that type of family. They've had it their entire lives. None of them have been held accountable. And even when they ended other people's lives publicly, they did 6 months, a slap on the wrist. So even when they've ended multiple lives, they see a pattern of what they can and can't get away with and what can't they get away with. So far, I don't, you know what I mean?
Oh, and it's just like, oh, the audacity to even question it. I'm like, no, that's where we're at now. We have to question everything.
People should be questioning questionable behavior. Yeah. It's you should be as an adult. If someone's doing something that's not proper behavior, you should be questioning it. And if you're not smart enough, you should be, whether it's a child or an adult. Yeah. Straighten yourself out, straighten your kids out. We wouldn't have so many problems in society. It's sick. Yeah. Stop worrying about, oh, you looked at me wrong and suing shit for every right, left, and up, down thing that doesn't go your way. Grow the fuck up. Grow a spine and just be an adult. Be respectful. Have respect for people, and things will get a lot better. Start in your own home. Start in your own life. Look in a mirror. Take accountability for what you're doing because you know what you're doing. You know if it's wrong. Stop being a scumbag, and life will get better for everyone. Do you want to be better for you, yourself, your kids, your family, the future? Because if not, step aside. The rest of us do. Sorry.
Well, here's the thing. I think they're used to a certain way of life. Ding! They're used to a certain way of life. So why would they want to change it?
Don't you want peace and safety? Don't you?
But Brandi, they already have it because they already have the protection.
I know, and it just sucks. Protection shouldn't be selective. It should be for all.
Boom. Bingo. Drum. I know there's some noise DJ can do.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
we need JFK on.
And I also think, mommy and daddy are not going to be here forever.
No.
And to protect you. And if you don't learn that when you do something wrong, you need to be held accountable, that's not good. Especially, when you do bad things and especially to an animal, to a person,
They won't have those titles forever either. So,
well, I mean,
now
there's quite a few people in chat that are saying, I said this multiple times regarding Bunny House, because you guys know I have not been quiet on that at all, because I don't like anyone that hurts animals. I think if you're going to literally pick up a bunny and play hacky sack and volleyball with it, I think you've got problems. I think you have major problems. And when you hurt animals as a young child, that will lead to being a sociopath and potentially hurting humans later on if you're not held accountable and if it's not fixed at an early age. So you may think it's a kids being dumb and drunk and doing whatever they want now. Okay, let's see what happens in 20 years.
Those are just stupid sayings. Like, I'm so over it. Like, oh, just guys being guys or kids being kids. No, it's right and wrong. Like, stop letting things go. Smarten up. Do the right thing. It's you know what I mean? Bring respect and smarts and like intelligence back into like society, please. For the love of God, for the love of everyone.
Right. Because when they've done the wrong thing, they get protected. So DJ, I don't think poor little Brandi wants to be the highlight here.
All right.
Me neither.
Boozey, she's got a nice new background. Leave her up.
I know, Boozey's. I know. I love your background. It's so cute.
Thank you. This took a lot of effort. You have no idea.
Make me one.
I have 5 planets in Capricorn. Okay, I have an overthinker, an overdoer, and over like I gotta get everything perfect. Like even these little friendship bracelets and the Karen Reed. Oh my evil eye.
Yeah.
Do you see my special ducks?
I see the cute.
I see one.
Oh,
Crown.
oh,
Or is it a liberty? Oh, it's a crown.
Oh, so cute.
that's Glinda. Galinda.
Aww. So
And that's
cute.
Alphaba. That's Alphaba. They're wicked rubber ducks. I don't see. Oh, Jenny's working. Jenny, me, with the no pockets. She we were texting when Wicked came out, and I accidentally sent her a screenshot that I went to Five Below to buy those bastards. And I was like, "You better not! Don't make fun of me." Yes, I went to Five Below. Yes, I pre-ordered them, so I made sure they were in stock when I went to the store. Anyways, they're cute.
Five Below's not Five Below anymore. Rip-offs.
And the dollar store is not the dollar store either. Just saying.
That's everywhere.
Facts. These were below 5. I wouldn't spend more than like $3 for these, so these were definitely less than 5. But yeah,
That's awesome. I know. I do love your background. Let's see, DJ, do you want to bring up any questions the chat has before we go into another Dollar Tree or Five Below rant?
oh, yeah 'cause now chat's talking about astrology, and I'm like, hell yeah. Standing Stones Virgo is end of August into end of September-ish.
I'm a Virgo.
You know what that's
Why?
that's
Yeah, I'm a
so
Virgo.
tricks. Wait, does Boozey have a YouTube or does a TikTok? I do have YouTube, and that's what this. Oh, it's coming, baby. Oh, very soon. Very, very, very soon. But yeah, I still have my channel. So like very soon. I'm hoping within like the next week, 2 weeks. I've got to figure out this. If you guys were to see, if I was to show you behind the scenes right now, you'd be like, Booz, you are surrounded by wires right now. Yes.
Please be careful.
Thanks, DJ. No, like I don't, if my dogs come in here, all hell. Everything just knocks over.
Oh, please.
But yeah.
And so are you hoping to so once you get your YouTube channel up and going, are you still going to be doing TikTok? Like what's your preference?
Yeah. I mean, I like TikTok because it's just so easy. I do tend to do like just like on my tweets more analytical, as you put it, Bia. But I do like to put in more effort than just picking up my phone and saying something. Like I'd like to have a purpose with what I'm saying, and trying to be as authentically me, open, transparent, and also as educated as I can be on this topic that I'm speaking on. So I usually do a lot more research. Like I got completely overwhelmed this past weekend between the Lifetime Karen Reed movie and then the Rotten Mangoes Karen Reed interview, and then we had the fundraiser. I was like, I am overloaded. I need to stop with content for a little bit. But yeah, long answer. Yes, I will still have TikTok, and then my long form videos and live streams will be on YouTube.
So have you decided if you're going to do like guests or you're going to just kind of run it on your own? Like, do you have like a thought of how you're going to do it?
So I am so used to being on my own already, and I think that's the blessing that TikTok forces you into. Is like it's literally just like you and your phone being like, "Hey." So it's a blessing. I've already kind of trained myself that way, but I guess eventually I would love to have friends on so we can talk our shit, because it's not as fun when you don't have a friend. We like friends.
That's exciting. I can't wait to watch.
I know.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so fucking excited. You know what I was doing? Oh my God. I didn't really. Oh shit. You should have seen me. I was like, you mean I can make my own emojis?
Happy dance.
Oh, yes. Like for your members, like you can have your own special emojis. That's awesome.
They're
So
great.
little things that excite us.
Oh, you should have seen me. I was like, and I'm going to add that. And I'm going to add that. And then I was like, I want to add blood. And the AI was like, YouTube may not like that. And I was like,
oh no.
It may not be friendly to advertisers.
No, facts. Like literally though. And I was like, damn, okay, fine. I was even the little logo that I have that's on my YouTube, it's a knife, and a girl is using the knife as a stencil for her eyeliner. And even then I was like, you may be pushing it. I was like, I'm risking it.
Oh man.
That's awesome.
Oh man, really?
Oh, man.
Get back on the full screen and start talking your shit. What do you mean, oh, man?
Oh man, no.
What do you mean, oh man? Do a Bigfoot emoji. Does Boozey details on Jen's voicemails? What's that, Kitty? What's that? Meow.
Yeah, give us more details on your question.
Yeah.
On Jen's voicemails.
And we'll answer. Listen, since DJ calling all beings, you're the one that was like, make a Bigfoot one. I'm only limited to like 4 until I have like 5 or 6 members, and then you can add more. Oh, I got plans. You want me to make a Bigfoot? I need like 10 members for a big.
All right, I'll be one. I'll be one. Sign me up.
Sign me up. No, you have to sign yourself up. I can't take your credit card. You don't want me having your credit card because it will make this background even much nicer than this.
It's already too hot. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God.
Let's see. Do we have any more questions, DJ, that you want to highlight? Let's see what we have here.
How has it already been 50 minutes? Holy guacamole.
Has it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Did any of you connect with Panda? I enjoy her too.
Who's Panda?
Oh, I think she was on TikTok. I think she used to have like the red hair with the blue eyes.
J Megan.
Yes, her.
I talked to her I would say like almost on a weekly level ish. She unfortunately has been working on I don't know if I can say the guy's last name, the EpiPen of it all. Epi.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Yeah, the bad man.
Yeah. So on her main account, and unfortunately, when you're on TikTok as well as YouTube too, they do censor quite a bit. And she actually had her main account get banned, which happens all the time on TikTok. So she had to start over, but she's doing great. She's doing great. But yes, I speak to Panda J Megan. Yeah, she's doing great. She doesn't really focus on the small town stuff anymore, but every now and then she'll see something on my channel. She'll be like, I freaking knew it. When John's the search oh God, it's like a search report that they said they didn't have for trial 1. Remember the jury was asking about it, and then all of a sudden Corey Hopkins randomly just got it from either MassDOT or Massachusetts State Police. I forget. I think she had a threaten to sue both of them, but it actually had the legitimate coordinates, right? And then we found out, oh, so not only is there actual report, there's actually coordinates with this report, and the coordinates of where they found his shoe and his hat don't match up to where the photographs are. And so when that came out, Jay was like, I freaking knew it. I freaking knew. I told you there was something wrong with that damn shoe. And she goes, look, it's so messed up. I'm like, I know. I know. I said it was his shoe. I did say that. I just wasn't sure if it was legitimately found there, and it wasn't. It was found close to the
that's the type of
flagpole.
people you need working in the system. Like people who dig for details, and if it doesn't make sense, they'll keep digging. Like she's one that won't give up. Like she'll keep going. Like this doesn't make sense, and like you know what I mean. Like there are people who are willing to do this. So it's like those are the people we need.
Yeah, and we also need more people that are not in the state to help out, because being in the county is scary as shit sometimes. Being in the state also, it doesn't even matter if you're not in the county, is also, obviously you've seen other people's charges, like it's scary as hell. But I think that's the reason why Corey Hopkins, when she said, I do these FOIA requests because there are citizens that are just afraid in Massachusetts to do on their own. And that's true. That is so true. Unless you want to put it underneath a fake name.
They have lists, secret lists and stuff that you get on. They have lists.
Yeah.
For a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So it is scary because anytime you put in a request for anything, you're going in some kind of database.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter where you are. Like, you are important to this. Like, we need as many voices, and whether it's comments or you just liking or you sharing, like we need the help. I mean, yeah,
we're all scared. It's not like this isn't fun. We try to make it as fun as we can, but at the end of the day, like there's multiple people who lost their lives, and there's multiple more people who will if we don't get out there and just get rid of the fear and realize that the more of us, we all want it, right? We all want to be safe. So let's all go out there and prove it. Like, prove it. Don't just say it. Do it. Help. Do something. You know what I mean? Not like you have to come on a live. Like, I'm throwing up doing this. I hate being on a live.
And you're so natural too.
Like,
that's
you know what I mean? But I have a lot to say, and I just feel like if I can get anyone else out of their shell, like, come on, like, it's just, we need to do it. We need to. It's not like a matter of like, it's when, like, you have to do it now, please.
Brandi, can I just say, like, it's very important that you come and do lives, not just because I like you or because you're my friend, but because your voice is very important. If you look up and down the chat, you'll see that. So I'm seriously, look right here. Look at what Renee is saying. I'm glad that you've overcome, your fear to the degree that you have, and we encourage you as your friends to continue to do so.
Yeah, and the more you do it, just like anything, the more you come on these lives, take every opportunity to be able to speak and tell what it is, get your frustrations out. It's going to become second nature. Like a year and a half ago, I just used to watch the YouTube shows. I would have never, it was never something I aspired to do. But once I started, I started with Jen Root, going on shows with her initially, and then I was like, I didn't even want to talk because I felt like it wasn't my story to tell. So I would throw in any details that I kind of thought, or clarifications, because I felt like this is not my story. Like, how can I? But the outrage is what got me started. So, I would definitely say just take any opportunity to come and speak, and it's going to become, you're going to get like
you're
everything.
So helpful every time, like you are. I think we all feed off each other. We work well together. You just find people you click with, you know what I mean? And I don't know. There's somebody out there for everyone to click with and like to do what they do. Like, some people make signs, some people do the meetings, some do the standouts, some do the TV shows, the lives, whatever.
Right.
Like, we all have something to do, but we just need more people doing it. We need more voices. We need more action. We need more, like, basically that's it, actions instead of just words. We need more FOIA requests. And I like that the attorneys help out, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't know what to say. And when they put out these like rough drafts of what you can say. It's so helpful because give me a shortcut. Give me a fax number. I'm old fashioned. I'll stick it in there. If that's, you know what I mean? Or give me a text, a number, an email. I'll send it. But if you make it helpful, if you have the information and you can provide it to other people, I think you should. Well, let's all help each other. You know what I mean? Let's all work together. We all want the same thing, I think, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think? How did you guys like the last Saturday night, the movie? Did you both watch it?
I have a funny story to tell after.
Yes, tell us.
I don't know. So
Spill
I was
the tea.
away. So I was away, right? And I don't really drink a lot, but I was on an island.
Oh God.
So I drank. No, but this gets worse. No, it's not a drunk story, but no. I was trying to watch the Lifetime movie, but I was also like running back and forth, checking on kids, whatever. And I fell asleep and I had the worst nightmare. I woke up in a panic, right? I was panicking. I was dreaming that I was in like a Simpsons thing and Turtle Boy was going around with crock pot covers and he was trying to kill people.
What?
With the top of the crock pots. And I think it was just like on my mind, like the whole thing. I don't know, because I thought the guy that played Turtle Boy in the movie was just like a weirdo. He looked like a weirdo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I went to bed thinking, like, I don't know.
I don't know what to think of this.
I don't want this to get in his head. Like I woke up, like I was like, oh my God, like I was in a Simpsons reality thing. Like, I don't know. Because I was also watching TikToks where like the Simpsons know the future and blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Don't put me on social media after I drink in the heat, the friggin' island heat, okay? Like, I don't know. I was so scared though. And I was like, they don't have a crock pot in this rent-a-room or whatever I was in. Like, I was so scared.
But it's just very specific that it was a crock pot
I know. It
cover.
was so weird, but it was the covers. And he was going around throwing them and they were breaking and the glass was gone. I'm like, what is happening right now? Why is he trying to throw a crock pot?
I'm really trying to. Dennis is like, good God. I'm really trying to understand this. It's a dream.
I try to understand it. And I'm like,
It's a dream.
Checking myself into the nut house. I don't know.
You know what, though? Like, I do believe that your dreams mean something. So did you try to Google it to see if there's any meaning?
Like crock pots? I don't know.
I don't freaking know. What's the spiritual meaning, dream meaning of crock pot cover? I don't freaking know.
So I didn't watch the full of it. I watched it again when I got home. But yeah, I thought it was like an AI thing. I didn't think they were real actors, but
I'm just picturing just being like, wham, wham.
Frisbee, like he was, I don't know.
No, it's like Whack-A-Troll. It's like real life Whack-A-Troll, except with the crock pot. Was it a hot cover of a crock pot?
I think they were fast, they were burning, they were breaking, they were killing. They were killing.
That's so great.
The houses were like Pot Simpsons, but it was pot like
No.
Desperate Housewives neighborhood. Like, I don't know.
We're gonna need someone that really is really good at those AI videos to make this. 'Cause that's really good funny.
I don't want to
with the crock pot. Now, did the crock pot ever hit you, or you just kept running?
I don't know.
Well, she didn't die in the dream because she would have died.
Oh my God, I'm gonna.
I'm like really trying to picture this, and I'm just like seeing like Brandi sprinting through like a fireball, and then just like Turtle like slaying all the trolls with hot crock pots, and it's just glass and shit. He's like, "Look, another crock pot," and he just like slams it on people. Like that's what I'm picturing.
Dennis is gonna kill me. I'm so scared to see what Dennis. I wish I could see what Dennis is saying right now.
He's like, "Good God."
I'm so scared.
Oh my gosh. Not the answer I was expecting.
Go ahead.
Yeah, right? We will like, hello? What the fuck? I mean, I've had some weird dreams, but that just takes the cake.
I can't. And I don't dream ever. Like, I really don't. So,
Imagine. And that's what came to your dreams.
I usually
Wow.
don't sleep, so I don't know. It's weird, but
Wow.
Well,
I'll remember. That's it. Let's go.
So, so did you end up after you woke up from this nightmare? Because I can't even call it a dream.
I was
Right.
hating it. I was sweating.
You were probably like kicking in the sheets, and Ross is like, "God damn it, she's taking all the beds and sheets again. What the hell?" And meanwhile, you're just like running for your life away from crockpot covers. Girl.
Oh my god.
Hello.
After that.
Dennis said, "I thought Whitey was bad." Oh my god, that is so funny.
Listen, I do love James Whitey's stories. I will say, and having lived a couple in person with them, I remember just being like, "What the hell just happened? What do you mean that? What? Like, wow, Brandi, you are sure a special gal, aren't you?"
This is why I don't go online.
No, this is awesome. You know what? This is the part of the laughs that we weren't expecting, because this is all unscripted. Have we?
This is why I panic. I'm like, oh god, what are we going to talk about?
Yeah, but that's the beauty of it. We don't need to have. We just need to get together, and everything else just falls into place. You brought the damn laughter with your crock pot dream. I can't even say. Oh my god!
We in crock pots. You're gonna start looking at them like they.
I know. I can't wait for the. We need to get SK7 to do a crock pot like video reenactment of her dream.
Oh my god, man, I'm laughing.
No, that would be great. See, here's the thing though. Crockpots scare me because there was a show, I forget which one. It was like on a mainstream one, and she had an old crockpot that was like wicked old, and they left it on, and it burnt the house down and like killed the whole family. So that's why crockpots scare me for that.
Yeah, dangerous. I was probably just
not that someone's going to use the lid on me when it's hot, but okay. The new fear unlocked.
Oh my god.
You are never going to live that down now, babe. I'm going to forever.
That was an awesome dream. Like, but I guess it was scary, so okay.
Awesome. She was running for life.
Well, the story about it, not while it was happening. Like,
we just want to see you tortured, Brandi. That's that. We just.
Scary. Oh my god. Whew.
Disclaimer.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Oh wow! You never know what's gonna happen.
Flying lips. Oh god!
I got a little girl sleeping over too upstairs. I hope she can't hear me. She's gonna go home and tell her mother.
Listen, you are human. You are alive and you are human. That's all that matters. Okay.
Yes. So did you feel okay? So I don't even know if I want to make it serious because we're having so much fun just laughing. So did you feel like you did, like when it comes to the movie, did you feel that like they portrayed her in a good light, or any thoughts about that?
First scene, okay. I think you guys saw what I was posting all the clips. I was like, why are they making her like a sex deviant? Like she's just wanting, and I'm like, the fuck is this?
Dipping her drink, like, come on. You're a little over dramatic. Every scene she's sipping, come on.
Yeah, no, I know. And I was like, but alas, it is Lifetime. I get it. It's supposed to be dramatized, but it's like, you could, that is so cliche to make the woman be like that and then be accused of that type of act. And I'm like,
You know what they say. It's all stupid. But I mean, it was her point of view. So, well.
That damn actress, Katie Cassidy, only had 72 hours to prep before they started filming. That's a sham, okay? And just a little tidbit. I actually had, this person claimed they used to produce Lifetime movies. I think there was probably just a troll. But they made a long comment, like a paragraph long on my TikTok, and it's like, that's not uncommon that they have more prep time. It's not like mainstream or whatever. So it wouldn't be uncommon. It doesn't mean it's rushed. You can tell it wasn't a rushed production. Oh, and I think she did it anyways. And I'm like, well, then there you fucking go. Like, there goes your whole comment just went out the door. Like, you can't just be like,
it's not uncommon for her not to, because I was like, oh, she's doing these interviews after and saying, oh, it's talking about John. I'm like, she admitted she didn't look into it. She doesn't know anything about it. She has 72 hours to prepare. Well, then why do you feel that you should speak on John's behalf and say people shouldn't when you don't even know what you're talking about? You know what I mean? And she should have just, I don't know, she could have learned a little bit more. And she's like, the girl I think that was fighting with you online was like, well, all actors don't do that. Well, if you want to like be an A+ at the role, don't you want to? Don't you want to learn? I would think you would want to, but
well, yeah. Think of like really good method actors, which by the way is like a whole different type of acting, right? But they like really get into the thick of it and they literally live as if they are that person. But this Katie Cassidy, the way that she was interviewing was just so off-putting.
yeah,
and it didn't. I was like, I don't even really think you looked at anything. I think you looked at the mainstream stuff, which, as we know, was very flawed from the very beginning. So it's like,
you know, it's really sad how Karen said in the interview too, like that Lifetime movie and the documentary, like both of them, all the money they made, and they can't give her a dime of it. Like this is a girl who was framed, and this is a man who lost his life, and you're not giving none of the proceeds to either one, like John's niece and nephew or Karen. Like, these are the greedy people that should lose their jobs right now, because you just proved what a scumbag you are. Right then and there. No one should hire you. You shouldn't want to work with them because that's the type of person you are. You're profiting off someone else's pain, you disgusting piece of garbage.
I know. You're profiting off of somebody who's lost everything that she worked so hard for. Her career, her home, you know, her freedom.
If you're a person like that, tell them they're garbage. Or you're a coward and you're enabling it. You're enabling it. If you don't speak up against these type of people who are greedy, selfish, disgusting people who aren't helping society or helping anyone, you're enabling it. Speak up. Grow a set. Everyone. Today. Please.
And it's unfortunate that she can't trademark her name and then, you know, sue them for a little money. But alas, that is.
She's focused on finding out how to get the truth out there about what happened to John, because her name still, she was found not guilty in a court of law, but there's still people out there who won't believe her for the rest of their life until the truth does come out. And this is like borderline her last shot.
Right.
So like if you really ever were justice for John O'Keefe, then you'd see it through to the end and focus on helping Karen, because she's still in it. She's the one that's in the courthouse. That's where the evidence is going. That's where the discovery is going. That's where the testimony is going. Not out here in YouTube world. So that is where the money needs to go. That's where the focus needs to go. That's what's going to help us.
Right. And for Lifetime, this was just a movie, but for Karen, this was her life. And her story to tell, not anyone else's. So, it is crazy how they can just, and use her name, like you said, that, you know, not even like try to hide who they were talking about. They were very specific with the names and made it, like that's so crazy that she, do you feel like I kind of got the feeling like, at least if you didn't know about this case, you know that what her struggle was, because they showed her when she got arrested. It showed her, you know, when she was trying to give him help and trying to do CPR. And I'm glad at the end of it that they showed that she was not only hung on the first trial, and then at the end she was found not guilty. So I'm glad, like, if that's all you got from this and it makes you wonder, like, oh, what else happened with this case? I'm glad that was told, but there was definitely a corruption side that I feel like they just, in an hour with the commercials, an hour and 24 minutes, they just couldn't go there.
Yeah.
They just wanted to be like the first or something. Like, they didn't care. They rushed it.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, this is a rushed production. Now, I will say, what they did get right very well was Karen's costuming. Like, they did very well in her outfits. I was like, oh, okay. At minimum, you got the outfits right for Karen.
But down to the shoes, too.
Yeah. Oh, man, that blue suit. Oh, I love that damn blue suit.
Oh, my God. When she wore that day on verdict day, like the day before, I was like, I liked the green outfit that she had on. And then verdict day, I was like, I remember how like gorgeous the outfit was the first time she wore it. Then when she wore it, I just got that sense that morning. I was like, today's the day.
Today's
It's
the day.
happening. That outfit that's the baby blue. That's for John. It's happening today.
Mhm.
And it did. It was like, it was perfect. I don't know. It's a sad story. It's bittersweet in the end because I know the truth's going to come out. I know it's going to be a big, big takedown. I know that justice will be served, but it's also very heartbreaking because you shouldn't have to be rich in order to see actual justice be done. And we shouldn't have to work this hard. We shouldn't have to interrupt all our lives, our families, our jobs, and our well-being and safety and be in fear just to do this, just to have the truth come out. It shouldn't be like this. This is why everyone needs to speak out because it's going to be like this forever if you don't. Please just start spreading the word. Please help donate because when you donate, you're actually helping the mission. You're helping the change. You're not just helping one girl you're helping yourself. You're helping all of us. I don't know.
Yeah.
Safety is the most important thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing more important.
But can we talk about the Finding Jong scene? We need to talk about that.
Oh my God. The huge mound of snow. It was like a freaking hill. You could have gone skiing down that hill.
Can we start as Karen is calling Carrie and then it cuts to Carrie's character.
Sandra was busy.
Well, it certainly wasn't Sandra Bullock.
I was like,
the common train right there.
Oh, you know who she reminded me of? The actress. She kind of looked like Melissa McCarthy.
She did.
Do you remember that movie where she was like, she had to go to the bathroom really bad? I think it was 27 Dresses. No, I don't know. No, it was a movie that Melissa McCarthy was in. That she. Never mind. Go ahead. Continue.
Do you actually know who that actress is? Because my TikTok, the crew found it. They found her. She's in Mean Girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's in like
If the shoe fits.
Like she's in one of the funniest clips of Mean Girls, I guess. And I was like, oh my God, that really and Bridesmaids too. Donnie Not Wow. Is that right? Is that the one that she's in?
Oh yes, Bridesmaids. Yeah, I was thinking 20. I knew it had to do with like a scene where she's like the sister-in-law or the sister of the, I don't know. But yes, where that she looks like Melissa McCarthy is who I thought that actress looked like. But definitely not Sandra Bullock.
Well, I just think, I don't know. Carrie always likes to say, karma. And then you heard Carrie Lawa say that last night, karma. And I'm like, oh, you all need to stop playing with your voodoo dolls because it ain't working. It's going back in your face. Because how are you going to call each other detectives and say that I want Angelina Jolie and I want Sandra Bullock? And then in the very first movie that comes out, that's your actress.
Hours of him dying. Like he wasn't even buried yet, right?
So it was actually right after Karen went in for her arraignment. So they saw the cameras were there and they were trying to hide. I remember Carrie in her interview was like, well, thank God there was a bodyguard there because they were at the arraignment together. And like, yeah, we had just started texting, Jen and I, like we never had each other's phone number before all this, right? And so the cameras were there and Carrie was like, oh, thank God, like I don't want to be shown on camera. And so they had a bodyguard or a security guard or something or a cop move so that they were blocked from the camera angle. And then after that is when they started talking about being detectives and Detective McCabe, talking to.
So awful.
It's so
and not an ounce of
There's
grief.
no excuse for that. There is no excuse for that. It's never funny. It is never funny. That is never funny. You're disgusting for doing that. You're not a true friend. You're sick.
Yeah. And where's the grief? Like you just lost.
There wasn't any.
Right. You just lost a friend that you knew from high school and the other one knew him for 10 years. The other one went to prom or whatever they're saying that she did. And it's like, where was the grief? You were just thinking about what's next, a movie. How did you even think to look that far into it, to think that there would have been a movie made about this, a tragedy?
No, you know what I noticed too? I don't know if you ever, how in the waterfall video, so I was watching the Rotten Mango pot series thing again today, part 4, and how she talks about Chris Albert and the Lapolito brothers and how he's just a troublemaker. He's always been a troublemaker, right?
Yep.
And I swear to God, in the waterfall, Like it was Chris Albert who was at D&E Pizza in the middle, earlier in the night with John, right? When he comes asking about Kevin, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Chris Albert, when Higgins and Brian Albert are going to leave, it's Chris Albert that grabs Higgins, get back here and take care of him now.
Thank you. This is what I've been saying from the
get-go. Get your ass back in here and take care of John now. And then Higgins starts going blah, 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 or whatever he's saying. And then, you know what I mean? It's Chris Albert is the troublemaker here. Chris Albert doesn't walk home when his whole family is in vehicles going to. Chris Albert is on record in a police report as being inside 34 Fairview Road. So Chris Albert, and you know, they always try to keep people out of the house that were in the house, him and Colin. But Chris Albert has before.
Listen, it is all on track. Like I said, patterns. I've talked to quite a few people that were very friendly with them. Quite a few people that would be around, specifically Chris Albert. Even if he went to, he didn't go to Catholic Memorial. Where did he go? He went to private high school. He didn't go to Canton High. But he was always the mouth. He was never the fighter. He was the mouth. He was the instigator because then he had people that would cover for him. I mean, look at the La Pilato brothers. Lank pulled up and was like, we're not going to do this. You know, it's like, this is why when he says, oh, the select board position hasn't turned out to what I thought it would be. Because you thought you were going to have, well, think about it. John Conley, he thought was going to stay there, Brandi. And then guess what happened? This shit popped off and everyone in Canton came out in numbers. I was there in town that day and I was at one of the bars, and that bar, when it finally came out that Sue Harrington won over longtime Canton guy John Conley, you should have seen these people in this bar. I was like, oh my God, everyone's screaming. It was like, wow, this is crazy. Because they're sick of the shit. He thought he was going to have
promoted twice after having multiple lawsuits and the second most complaints against him by citizens. Tell me how he got promoted twice after that.
Well,
how does one get promoted after that? You know why? Because he was involved in the John O'Keefe cover-up. That's why.
And they thought by giving him a title and a pay raise, it was going to shut him up.
Yep. Well, he just, like, after the lawsuit with those brothers, the Lapalito brothers and everything, you've cost the town of Canton thousands of dollars. And then you get this guy, the select board, in charge of the budget, who's got more liens against him and lawsuits and bankruptcies between him and his wife, and he's in charge of the budget. What is wrong with people? This is why it's so important to know who you're putting into power. It's sick. And how do we change getting them out? Because when do we storm the castle? Because this shit needs to change today, yesterday. It shouldn't be this hard to get people out of power. If they're not doing the thing that they said they would do, get them the fuck out. Sorry. I'm ready to go rip them out physically. Don't put me in jail for it. Let me just do it. I think I gotta go to anger management, maybe, Sam. Maybe not.
No.
They should pay me in Massachusetts because you're making me angry.
Right? Don't make Brandi angry.
This is a society-induced anger issue.
But it's also valid. You are very right when you said the whole thing about the waterfall. That I will never forget. I will never forget when that video first came out, and I was like, "Is that Brian Albert tugging on Higgins?" And then when it came out, it was Chris. I was like, "Oh, that tracks with what people have told me about him." Oh, okay. This makes so much sense. He didn't want to do the fighting. He just wanted to see the fight. He wanted to be a little of like a voice in the fight, but he didn't want to actually throw any hands. You know what I mean? He wanted to see the action. And that's what he would do.
So,
well, think of what happened with the Polito brothers. He was egging them on. This wasn't just this one night thing. Like they try to make it. This was a long time thing. And not to mention, they're still dealing with these people in town too. These La Pilato brothers. It wasn't this past Halloween season. Thank God, because I kept an eye on it. But every single year in town, you get to businesses can adopt a light post, and you can make up your own cool pumpkins and skeletons and stuff, and basically decorate, and you get to donate to the town, whatever, but also get free signage in town center. And it's La Pilato Construction. I think Dennis is still here, right? I think it's a construction or something company. So it wasn't this past Halloween season. It was a Halloween season beforehand, where they had this same light post. I think it's right next to town hall, and someone went by and damaged it, like just completely demolished it, smashed their pumpkins or whatever. And I'm actually almost positive it was the Sweeneys and a couple other people that like replaced their decorations. So like this is like a long time thing. It's not just, you know, this one isolated incident. It's just a long standing decades. Because wasn't La Palato in the early 2000s or something like that? It was like 2005 or something like that. So
Did we lose Brandi? DJ,
Yeah,
what did you do?
no, I wonder if her something died.
Her, okay. Huh, that's weird. Okay. Well, Kevy Kev's in the house. Hey, Kevy Kev.
Hi, Kevy Kev.
You all caught up? Oh, yeah. Y'all caught up. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. DJ wants to be on screen right now just so he can clap himself.
Oh, geez. You're going to summon him.
I'm here.
We summon you.
I'm here.
All right. So, I mean, I feel like, is there anything else we haven't talked about that you want to kind of say, or any points you want to make?
I want to ask you if you could put truth serum in any two people. Like we'll do the Rotten Mangoes question, and in any
Yes.
two people within the entire Karen Reed, John O'Keefe case, who would you put truth serum in?
I think. Okay, because it has to mean something, so it's not just because I want to be nosy. But
you can do that too. Why don't you name 3 or 4?
Okay. I think definitely Brian Higgins. He has stayed, besides him calling in, I want to know, like, was he just looking to rough him up? And did you, like, where did it go wrong? So I would like to talk to Brian Higgins and get some truth serum in there. And then from there, I think Berkowitz, because I think he was more involved in
He's
the fact.
dead.
I know.
You want to summon him? Who's gonna summon him?
No, but just Berkowitz, I think, would tell us. I think he knew all the while he was alive. I would have liked to have asked. So only to kind of see. I think he was more involved. He might have gotten calls in the middle of the night, and I think he knew everything that was going on. So, what do you? Okay, so I'll go with those two.
Do you know where Berkowitz lived in town?
No.
Do you want to know?
I do.
Okay. So you have Canton PD.
Yep.
And then you turn down Pleasant Street. It's like that first light. And there's a bunch of neighborhoods to the left side. Berkowitz is over there, and so isn't Sean Good. If you go down Pleasant Street, another minute, 30 seconds, there's John O'Keefe's house on the right side. Oh, wait. So Berkowitz and Good is on the left, depending on which, if you're coming from Canton PD, and One Meadows is on the right. And that's also, too, if you remember, Chris Albert, Julie Albert, Colin Albert were a couple of houses down from there, too.
Right.
So it's all, not so good. They're all very connected.
Right.
So, yeah. So Berkey was very close. We never got full confirmation of where Berkey was, where he was that night, but we know Higgins was calling someone.
Yep.
And Berkey was there in the Sallyport. He was also in the Sallyport with Higgins by himself for a wildly long time. Now that we know more. Mm-hmm. Wildly. And also true. Okay, listen, Bia, have you ever had a conversation with like women Kelly Devers' age?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So like Gen Z, right? You know, and they always have, and every generation has their own lingo. We're very familiar with this.
Yeah.
The fact that she is quoted as saying wildly, I 100% believe that. Abso-freaking-lutely. A federal agent is not just going to pull the wildly terminology out of their ass. That literally came out of her mouth. Absolutely.
Right.
No way.
Yep. So those are my two. Who would you pick? Because okay, so let me just clarify one thing though. Oh, she back.
So
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi.
So I think the fact that we kind of know Jen McCabe's actions with her phone extraction and like her Google searches. So that's the only reason, as much as I would like to know what she knows, that's why I picked those two, because those are the ones we know the least about. Brian Higgins got rid of his phone, and then and then Berkowitz passed. And like I said, so that's why we've heard the least from them. But who would you pick, Boozey?
I'm coming from a county level, and also I want to know more about what's going on at the county level. So I'm choosing Morrissey and Brian Tully. Oh
Okay.
no, I want it all. Give it all to me. I'm going to put that truth serum in you, and I'm going to sit your asses down, and we're going through everything, starting with your childhood to see what kind of traumas you went through.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because listen, if you guys have been on the Twitter of it all, I know a lot of you are, because fair, it's the wild, wild west out there. There's a lot of behind the scenes underground things that are being uncovered with all these newly released documents and public records requests and screenshots and whatnot being shared. And it's like, wow, those two in particular were so dirty. So dirty. Like Tully is Did you
Tully's
guys
like a lapdog who's just in everything.
Did you guys know that
Sick.
Tully, Brian Albert, Brian Higgins, and a very high upper at Boston PD were hanging out at the waterfall for like several weekends in a row after John O'Keefe's death?
Wow.
And then the Canton people started talking, so then they went to Boston Tavern in Norwood and were hanging out there because they didn't feel like they could talk. And of course, Boston Tavern is very cop friendly, more than Waterfall. But they were just so proudly boasting and being like, "Yeah, there's nothing going on here." And it's like, "Oh, you're like one of the head supervisors hanging out with what should be two suspects."
Right, because they had already pinned it on the girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So they thought they had their out and they were in the clear. They didn't realize the shitstorm that was coming. Brandi, we were asking the Rotten Mangoes question. So if you could give truth serum to two people, who would it be and why?
Brian Albert and Morrissey.
Ooh,
I just feel like they know. I mean, Morrissey is just a given. He knows a lot about a lot. You would get decades worth of crimes admitted under him.
Yeah.
And I just feel like Brian Albert knows a lot about a lot too. I mean, I think he's just a really dirty dude. He was called the surveillance expert at one time. So he knows all about hidden cameras and just ways to get people caught in situations and to use over their heads. I just feel like he's one of them. And I don't know.
Yeah. And the fact that he got rid of his phone, nothing's been able to, you know, and the judge didn't allow any for his phone to be extracted if there was even that possibility.
Right. Like that type of behavior right there. As a cop, there should be a rule set in place. Like, come on.
Well, it was originally before it was Bev, it was going to be allowed. And then, of course, the way that court is, it kept getting pushed out. Bev was put on. It kept being pushed out. It kept being pushed out. And then all of a sudden, it's like, I got the right dates down, but he first, in the voir dire of Brian Albert's testimony, not in front of the jury, stated that he didn't remember the date of when he got the protection order. First, he said that he didn't believe he got it. And then there was a voir dire where Alan Jackson was cross-examining him. And Alan was like, this is the proof of you getting the order. And even Adam Lally was like, yeah, I'm not fighting that. We sent him the order. So even Adam Lally's like, yeah, confirmation, Brian Albert got this protection order. Like, you can't get rid of your phone. You can't get rid of it. And it wasn't until after the voir dire, when they went back in front of the jury, where Brian Albert was like, oh, yeah, he suddenly remembered the date. Oh, yeah, I think I got rid of it on September 22nd, whatever it was. And Alan's like, now you remember the date? Now you remember the exact date? Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. When you got the protection order, like the 23rd or something like that. He's like, yeah, I already got rid of it. But then it's like someone pointed this out. Then why, when you had whoever his attorney was it Greg Henning or was it, I forget whoever Brian Albert's attorney was like 8 months later was still fighting this whole protection order. I'm like, why wouldn't you just say you got rid of your phone? Why are we going on with this whole court thing? Just say you got rid of it. You don't have it anymore.
Yeah. I hope Bev gets her comma too. I mean, she pulled a lot of BS too. Remember when she was like, all these grave concerns about a stupid payment that it was just bullshit. But yet Sean McCabe literally says, where do you think we're going to bury the body? Under Auntie Bev's cottage? Like, if somebody said about me and I'm a sitting judge, bring that man in front of me in the courthouse. You think this is funny to joke about? This is a murder trial of a dead cop. Why is that not a grave concern? Why is that not being addressed? That's not something to be, we're going to bury your body under a judge's cottage. And that's not any concern. We're just going to move on, Jackson. Move on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's not the way she spells Beverly.
That woman. Oh.
I do think it's interesting that all three of us chose cops, which just goes to show that, I know Jen and Kerry and the main of their spokeswomen always like to say, well, all you ever do is talk about them. Why does Jen and Colin? Why do Jen and Colin always get the most hate? Well, they don't. We just proved we don't want to put truth serum in Colin or Jen because we don't care. We don't care about that. They're also too sloppy. We already know for the most part what happens. We don't care about them.
Right.
They're just
I think for me, I really just want to know what happened. And I think Brian Higgins provides that because we know, and I think Brian Albert too, but at least Higgins provides the motivation to, in that aggression that he had towards John. Was it jealousy because he couldn't get the girl or the girl started ignoring him? Or like, why would he physically want to hurt him? And I think that's why I would give him the truth serum, because I want to know, were you bringing him back? Like, why didn't you if you just wanted to have a little tussle, why didn't you do it in the parking lot? Why did you bring him to 34 Fairview? So I guess for me, that's why I want to know that. And then for Berkowitz, it's definitely... I
think it's because there was crimes going on that they couldn't talk about in public. He wanted to shut him up behind the scenes.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And that's also the reason why Helena was the next one brought in, because there was a long time rumor that the two of them were, hanging out.
Hanging out.
Netflix. Hanging out. Just towny rumor. I'm not saying it's true, ladies, because I know you're going to clip this.
I know. Did you guys actually, speaking of Brian Higgins, did you guys read the Proctor's response, how they refer to Higgins as former DEA? They use the word former in there. Latest one.
No,
they
really?
do. Yeah, almost like alluding to the fact that he's no longer I'm sorry, I said DEA, ATF.
Yeah. No. Really? Did
Yes.
I just not read that all the way through?
I didn't see that either.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I was watching Melanie
That's
Little,
awesome.
and she was going over it, and twice they referred to him up to the point where I got that they were referring to him in past tense as in former.
Is he dead?
How many of them have had job changes? How many? There's like Proctor, Tully, Buchanan, Albert, both Alberts, right? They were disciplined for something, or they retired, whatever. I mean, Rafferty, Gallagher, all of them, McLaughlin, Morrissey, Good. Well, not Good. Well, they've all either been disciplined or rehoned under this one case. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
Good's about to be fired. He's not getting that job back.
How much longer?
Well, here's the thing. Much like Proctor, is that listen, we already know Proctor's first internal investigation was farce. Like, they were just trying to figure out how can we get him in trouble but still keep him until the heat got too hot and they realized, he was doing
Yeah.
You know, but he was the scapegoat. I've said this from the very beginning. He was the slaughter pig.
And I also think it was like a slow release. Like we're only going to release a little bit of bad information, not like the totality of what we know about all of it.
Right.
That'll come out after Sean's and everyone else's. It's like a slow drip instead of just telling us the truth, telling the public the truth, because we like to play these games behind the scenes and call it justice.
Right.
Right.
And you know what? And because of that new data extraction, we may not get all of it, but we are definitely going to see large portions of it. There's plenty of cases, including Karen's, the multiple civil cases that are going to have interest in it. Hopefully that opens some eyes, or it's just going to make him more of a victim, whichever path they choose. Right. But the problem with when you're trying to hold a policeman in trouble or like accountable for their actions, you do need to take all the necessary steps. And I will give this up to interim Chief Perkins. He did the right thing. Instead of doing the self-investigation that Canton PD had been doing for decades and decades, they did hire an outside force, like investigators, to get in on this. So it's pretty much hands off when it comes to Canton PD. It's for these investigators. And hopefully, obviously, the investigators don't know Canton PD. You always have to put that little asterisk there, because who the hell knows when it comes to Canton PD? But we do like Perkins. We do like Perkins.
Right.
We
do you
like
know this
him a lot.
question here? How long has Good been there? Was he eligible for retirement?
He was
just shy of it, right?
1 year short.
1 year short of retirement. So he gets nothing. Nothing.
1 year short. I mean, for even be eligible, there's like different. I think there's like 2 different tiers, whatever it is. I looked it up. I'll have to go back on my post and get the verbiage correctly. But yeah, Brandy's right. 1 year short of being eligible for a pension.
They chose their career over their conscience, so now you lost it.
Well, it was ego. Regardless of how he entered, because I've always been told he entered as a nice young guy. He was solid, a good human, and then it was just really the elders and the way that they worked, which is I was giggling at the interview, Colleen O'Neill there, for the new chief interview with brain fart. Daniels and oh god, I'm picturing his face. What's his name?
Charlie Ray.
Corrupt Canton cop Charlie Ray. See, I gotta say the whole thing.
I have to think it's Colleen to get his name in my head. I'm like, Corrupt
Canton cop Charlie Ray. Seeing all those cops just do the legitimate blue wall at the very back. Which, by the way, let me just do a little tidbit on this. Here's another Boozey tidbit. Bless you. They always try to say, well, people don't care about Canton anymore. Do you know how many views my video has on TikTok?
How many?
The thin blue line, specifically at that police chief interview. Am I at 1 million? Let me check.
There you go.
Hundreds of thousands. It was close to 1 million last time I checked.
The world is still watching.
On that one video, because of the thin blue line of those guys' actions. Because Colleen actually got an amazing clip of Charlie Ray coming in and then leaving that the Canton cameras didn't catch. So you can see all of their expressions as he's walking in, and it's very obvious what the bulk of them were thinking when he was walking in. They all thought that he was going to get the job. They thought he was a shoo-in. They're not. Why would they do a newbie, an outsider? That doesn't make sense. We're here to show you that we are supporting. Now, it was actually, I forget the officer's name. He's a more middle man officer. I know there's been several Canton folks that have had meetings with him and Perkins. I can't remember his name at the top of my head. But he was the first one after Trish Boyden on the select board was like, so let's address the elephant in the room of all the police officers in the back of the room. I love you, Trish, for doing that, by the way. I freaking love that. Because I know at the very end, did you hear at the very end when they were waiting for Daniels to come back in? Charlie Duty, who's a town administrator, went to go run and get Daniels to make sure he was still in, just to tell him, do you want to come back in? You get the job. And JR, who was the head of the select board, was like, why'd you do that? She goes, what? It's just awkward. They're all just standing there. But yeah, so one of them, who's been working with Chief Perkins a lot, was like, we're here for both candidates, both Ray and Daniels. And then it was an OG, a retiree, Scott Connor, was like, I'm here for Charlie Ray. And I'm like, oh, so you were one of, and there's actually a photograph, it's an older photograph of a young Sean Good, Kevin Albert, Scott Connor, Patty Sherrill. There's like 6 or 7 of them all in a line. And I'm like, oh, so you're one of the elders that taught Sean Good how to be in the PD.
Right.
Oh, and you're only supporting Charlie Ray. This is interesting. Mm-hmm. You want to keep what's going on. Perkins was here for a few months, get him all out. Let's bring it back to how it used to be. Even though he's retired, and it doesn't really matter anymore. He's not there anymore, but obviously his opinion, he still thinks it matters. And he only wanted Charlie Ray. And I'm like, interesting.
Right.
Interesting. But then, yeah, like Brandi said, they all ended up walking out afterwards anyways. They threw a tantrum and they walked out.
That was so disrespectful to their new chief. Like, that was so messed up. The way they just walked out without a care in the world. Like, we didn't get what we wanted. He knows
what he's walking into. Because, like, during his interview, he had mentioned where people were like, oh, don't go there. So he knows, you know what I mean? And he's ready for it. And I know a couple cups out his way. Another sergeant who said he is everything that you think he is. He's a great man, and he's perfect for the job. Like, he is a legit guy. He has integrity. He's 10 out of 10. And I'm like, it just makes you feel so good hearing an outsider who doesn't really, you know what I mean? Just saying that another cop was like a good guy. And I'm like, oh, it just makes you feel good. Because it's like, we're not out there for nothing. We really want change, and seeing it happen is what's good. And it makes you feel like a little bit of safety again. Well, me, I'm not living in Canton, but it just...
for your friends in Canton.
Tiny speck of ease in the back of your head, you know, just
I have honestly, same here. I've heard from several people. I heard from one of his kids, but also too a couple of people that have had the fortunate experience of having really good positive experiences. And actually I wanted to ask one of them if they wanted to, if I could like share their story, but it was just one woman who had a domestic violence thing going on in one of his towns, and he was more than supportive. We're talking showing up for her, being there for her, checking in on her, but actually being just a decent human, more than just a cop, like actually just being a good guy.
Like that's just what everyone should be. Just try to be a decent human. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a hero. You know, just be a decent human. That's all that anybody should be.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very exciting for the town of Canton.
Like, I'm glad you're getting that many views on stuff like that. You know what I mean? It just shows people paying attention. And I think a lot of people are realizing that, like, it's really scary because law enforcement didn't fail Karen Reed. They targeted her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they knew what they were doing, and they did it anyways.
And they had all the tools.
Unraveling, one little thread at a time. And the whole thing's going to burn. It's going to burn. It just sucks it has to go this way, but it's going to happen. But somebody, if you want to be a hero, one of you McAlberts, you know what I mean? First one usually gets the deal, right? I'm pretty sure someone's already talking, so.
Oh, you're not allowed to say that word. It's derogatory. It's what they say.
You know what? I never claimed not to be a derogatory type of person. Sorry. I'm Brandi with a Y sometimes.
No, you're Brandi with a double E at the end. Brandi.
Well, ladies, it has been quite a night, and I want to thank you both for being here. I think we couldn't have anticipated the crock pot story. That was the laughter. That was the best. And I just want to say it's been so much fun. I thank you both for being here. I really appreciate. I mean, you guys have been so much fun, and we've all met in person. We all click, and I knew it was going to be a fun night. So I just want to say, on behalf of DJ and I, thank you so much for being here, and we hope to do this soon. As he likes to say, we're going to save it for later.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. What did you say?
I said, okay. What do you want to? What do you want to do? Do you want to go for snacks? Do you?
Ooh.
Well, okay,
Whatever it
so
is, count me in. I'll be there.
this brings up what I was saying. Bia, tell the audience about Backstage Pass, what that is, because members can have a Backstage Pass even with you guys or Mikey or Brian or James or whoever. So tell the audience, even me, believe it or not, if I don't get kicked out. But yeah, go ahead.
If I don't say, DJ, I'm doing another ladies roundtable.
Get out.
Get out.
I
There's
can't
the
even be
door.
backstage, but tell them what Backstage Pass is.
So we were thinking for our members, we're kind of trying to come up with some ideas, as we like to call them. And we, so we thought it'd be cool if we could have a members only backstage where we could just chat. And, if you're interested in that, we only have limited spots, so we'd only have 10, right, DJ?
Correct. That's correct.
So if you're
Whomever
interested,
your invitees, like whatever creators, and minus that would be whatever members or cabbies that want to come in there.
Yes. So if you can email us, so you want them to email you, right? DJ at calling beings number one at
calling all beings, the numeral 1 at Gmail. Let me know. We'll get you in here. You can even talk to these, these 3 ladies right here. If you like.
Crazy.
Hey,
now.
I'm kidding.
Watch it.
Come on. Come on.
Fight
Come
orange.
on. I've been
you
so
don't want to see how
complimented.
crazy.
You guys were outstanding. No, you know what? The engagement, I think I just put interesting, engaging, informative, all what I just put on Twitter. You guys just absolutely killed it. So,
Thank you.
yes, you did, Boozey Booty. Yeah. And your channel is going to be fire. Like, sign me
I
up.
can't wait. I'm excited.
So, sign me up.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what Backstage Pass. Same time next week. Whenever Bia does, what we were thinking about. Bia, tell them about the mom. What was that? Jody Hildebrand and Ruby Frankie from Utah for a roundtable.
I thought of. Did you guys catch that? She was. Oh my god. So she was like in. Like a therapist, and was going into couples' homes and basically kicking the husbands out of the house.
Yep.
Oh, so you know what I'm trying to talk about? Yeah. So we thought we could cover.
It was because wasn't she a YouTuber, Ruby Frank? It was a family YouTuber.
Yeah, I'll put it up on screen so you guys can have a look at it and see what you think. Let me take this off screen.
Oh, Brandi, it's bad. It's really bad what Ruby Frankie did to her kids. It's not good.
It makes me sad. I can't.
It's really bad.
And the money, these couples thinking that they were getting marriage counseling, marriage help, and all of a sudden they're giving thousands and thousands of dollars to this woman.
People just believe people blindly just because they got a title, just because they're a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep. So that's the mom there, Ruby Frankie, and that was Jody Hildebrand, and they were torturing the children, basically. Oh. And one of the children escaped his duct tape. He ran to a neighbor. They called the police. So they're thinking about doing a ladies' round table for that one if Bia decides she wants to do that.
Yeah, I'll definitely. It was awful.
Evil Influencer on Netflix in order to get your sort of read ahead on that. Evil Influencer on Netflix.
Oh, I didn't realize they made it a Netflix thing too.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
It blew me away when I read that. It was like right around the time I started covering Karen Reed. So while you guys were in the trial, so June of 24 is when I read that. And I just couldn't believe it. And like Jermaine Six is saying here, they were LDS folks and push couples to come to Jody, and Jody. 2 people that are profiled in this film got divorced within a year of receiving counseling from Jody. So, yeah. Anyway,
crazy.
Backstage Pass. Message me. Let me know, and we'll get you guys up here, and you can hang out with us. So it's going to be off air. You'll be backstage of this studio, not on air, talking just whatever you feel like talking about with some of your faves. We just got to find out how much like Boozey and Brandi are going to charge us to do it. That we don't. We haven't established.
$1 million.
$1 million. Minimum. Also, go donate. Free cat read. FKRcivilcase.com.
Wait,
Yes.
wait, what were you saying? No, first of all, that group chat was wild. What were you like? Donate, it saves lives. What? I was dying because it got to the point where I was like, I need to change chat. I was like, this is too much. And Brandy's just in all caps. It'll save a life. Donate, like your life depends on it. You know you want to be
Saving
wicked.
the animals too.
It's like inspirational. And I'm like, Brandy, give it up. Just leave.
Like a double dog dare you. Just do it. Come on.
I double
Yes.
dare you.
Do it now.
Do it. Like AJ says, do it.
Do it.
One of us will have to post the video that I sent you guys of Mike being like, thank God Boozey didn't yell at me for not inviting. And then all of a sudden JFK's like, hold up. The three of you are gonna be together? God God, I can't.
don't know how this is
Disclaimer.
done. Yeah. We did good. We did good.
We did awesome. And see, the more you do it, it's second nature. So we'll do this again. We'll keep practicing
All right.
till you start hosting your own.
Okay.
So, all right. On behalf of DJ and I and Boozey Beauty and Boston Brandi, thank you all for joining. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.